welcome to On This Day. On this day, we take a day from history. Today, it is the 9th of March. We will look at things that happen on a day, some births and some deaths. Let's get started then. And before we do get started, if you do like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So, born on this day in 1934 was Yuri Gagarin, the Russian cosmonaut and the first man into space abroad. Vostok 1, born in Kolychino in Russia, SFSR, Soviet Union, in 1968. He died. So, there you are. In 1945, Dennis Rader, American serial killer who murdered 10 people in Sedgwick County, Kansas, was born in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And in 1975, Juan Sebastian Varane, Argentinian footballer born in La Plata, Argentina, played for Lazio, Manchester United, among other teams, and played for Argentina in the World Cup. In 1997, Terry Nation, the writer of Doctor Who, Blake Seven, he sadly died at the age of 66. In 1997, the notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace, American rapper, life after death, was shot dead in a drive-by shooting in LA at the age of 24. There was another rapper also killed in this as well. Guess we'll find out in a couple of days who that was. Not really into my rap music. And in 2006, John Profumo, cabinet minister, the Profumo scandal, he died at the age of 91. What happened then in 1497, Nicholas Copernicus, the first recorded astronomical observation. In 500, Pedro Alves Cabral departs Lisbon, Portugal, at the head of a 13-ship expedition to India that would also claim Brazil for Portugal. A little bit off piece there then, slightly went wrong. In 1522, Martin Luther begins preaching his invocat sermons in the German city of Wittenberg, reminded citizens to trust God's word rather than the violence, and thus helping bring to a close the revolutionary stage of the Reformation. In 1562, public kissing was banned in Naples, and it was punishable by death. So, yeah, you don't be kissing there. In 1765, after a public campaign by the writer Voltaire, judges in Paris posthumously exonerated Jean Calas for murdering his son. Calas had been tortured and executed in 1762 on a charge, although his son had actually committed suicide. In 1776, Adam Smith published the influential economics book, The Wealth of Nations. In 1916, Germany declares war on Portugal. In 1918, Russian Bolshevik Party becomes the Communist Party. In 1918, Ukrainian mob massacres Jews of Seredo Buda. In 1935, Adolf Hitler publicly announces the creation of a new air force, the Luftwaffe. In 1942, construction of the Alaska Highway begins. In 1943, Greek Jews from Slovakia are transported to Nazi extermination camps. In 1945, 334 US B-29 super fortress attack Tokyo with 120,000 bombs. In 1953, Joseph Stalin's funeral was held in Moscow after 4 days of mourning. In 1956, weather forecasting phone line set up in London, England. In 1961, Soviet flight Sputnik 9 carries and returns from orbit a dog named Chernishka, or Blackie, dog, frogs and guinea pig. In 1986, NASA announced searchers found remains of the Challenger astronauts. In 1987, U2 released the fifth album, The Joshua Tree, Grammy for Best Album in 1988. Great album, by the way. In 2006, liquid water is discovered on Enceladus, the sixth largest moon of Saturn. In 2011, Space Shuttle Discovery makes its final landing after 39 flights its last flight was sent up to fix new stuff to Hubble. Sadly, Hubble will soon no longer be with us, but of course we do have the James Webb Space Telescope, which will be the future of space telescopes, and hopefully we'll get some great sights from that soon. In 2020, Italy announces it's locking down the whole country due to a spike in COVID-19 cases with 10,040 cases and 630 deaths. In 2021, Brazil records its highly daily COVID-19 death toll to date of 1,972 deaths, with 168,370 deaths overall. In 2022, Russia's airstrike on Ukrainian city of Mariupol hits the hospital, killing at least 3 people as attempts to create a humanitarian corridor out of the city fail. And this has been the 9th of March. Hope everyone out there is well, doing okay. See you, pals.